Hello, welcome to another episode of Seven's Big League. For the record, Eastern Suburbs, who meet Manly in our coverage today, lead the competition with an 11-2 record. That's 11 wins, 2 losses. Manly are an equal 5th spot with Parramatta on 14 points with a 7-win, 6-loss record. Let's have a look now at the Eastern Suburbs team. Through the streamers come the Eastern Suburbs side. East had 3 players in yesterday's test against France: Masterman, Bosted, Paul McCabe. Masterman and McCabe came through okay and are playing today, but Kerry Bosted sprang his shoulder and is rested. He's replaced by Marty Gurr, one of their best players against Penrith last week. The Roosters are on a 7-match winning streak. They put on a terrific opening 15 minutes against Penrith last round to whack them 22-8. One player, Terry Murphy, appears to have grasped his opportunity and cemented a first-grade spot. He's presently doing it all very well and is going to take a power of shifting. A strong, disciplined team with touches of brilliance. East are worthy competition leaders. After an awful mid-season slump, the Sea Eagles are showing signs of a resurgence. 3 wins on the trot against Parramatta, Wests and Balmain have their supporters hopeful. For today's match, they've lost centre Steve Martin. His replacement was to have been Michael Blake, who scored 3 tries against West, but he too has succumbed to injury, and in comes John Dorahy. First game back after a 4-week suspension. Manly's only test player, Les Boyd, survived yesterday's match and will play. He's a little bit leg weary, but elated after his strong showing against the Frenchman. The star of Manly's win over Balmain last week was Jeff Gerard, a noted late starter. He'll be expected to continue that strong showing today, and in that form, he's as good as any prop going around in Sydney football. The referee, Greg Hartley. Last of the whistle gets them underway. Since Manly entered first grade in 47, there have been 72 premiership matches between the two clubs. Manly have won 46, East have won 24, drawn 2, and this is an interesting one. The sports ground, there have been 26 premiership games. Manly have won 19, East have won 6, drawn 1. Manly will be looking into the sun for this first half. The breeze is from the west, Barry.
Yes, quite a strong breeze favouring Eastern Suburbs, and you can see already that Bob Fulton has told his team to use it. And as you said, at this ground, that sun is going to play an important part in the game. And East won the toss, and they're going to make use of the sun and the wind.
Well, you're going to expect a fair bit of kicking in the first half, one would expect. Penalty. Feet across against Masterman. And that's a differential penalty to Manly. Well, there has been a kick at goal awarded for this, so it must have been a penalty for an illegality. No, he's not. Windshuttle's kicking for touch. I think the referee may have forgotten what he was up there for a minute, and I don't blame him. I've done that on a couple of occasions too. Lawton submerged. Well, it's a dummy, huh? Gerard. Gibbs. Ball to ground. Eastern Suburbs in possession. Panic passing by Manly. Paul McCabe fell on it. I'd imagine they'd get the boot to it pretty smartly, Eastern Suburbs. Just about 15 metres out from their line. There it goes, back to Gurr, the fullback. It's got a decent little boot on him. And shuttle coming across. It's making a pretty smart turn towards the sideline. He saves it from that. And heavily and well tackled. There's a tackle from Murphy. That should be 6 to go. It is. Gibbs. Bruce Walker, who's been playing in tremendous form and heart the last 3 weeks. Broke his nose last week and injured his spleen, but still backing up today. Oh, there was a head high there that could have got a certain East player about 7 weeks if it had landed. Well, there. That could set the scene. Gibbs, a long floating pass out to Borton. Lobs a pass out there. Booth let it bounce, but Dorahy has it now. Wearing a strapping on that right knee. Gibbs. At 12 metres from halfway. That's the 6. Swing into Manly. Thompson comes inside his own man, gets it to Dorohey. Dorohey, the ball on the ground, knocked down, and it's scooped up by Eastern Suburbs there about 9 metres into Manly's half. Bit of panic passing there all the time from Manly, getting them into loss of possession situations. There's an interesting decision, and was that a tiny little headbutt at the end between Gibbs and Gitto? Let's see it again. We're watching the players disentangle themselves. Well, Gitto balked, came up, and he's been penalised for that. Now watch the aftermath of it. Can we keep it going? No, my mistake. Village, Gibbs, Walker on the blind side. They want to settle the play down. They're panicking a little bit too much. Vaughton standing wide. Mop of red hair, always easy to distinguish. Gibbs. Dorohey, beautiful pass out to Booth. Last tackle coming up. Gibbs elects to kick. That's way out of the full. It's an awful kick. Masterman 148 from 276. Success rate 53.6. Telecast brought to you by Mazda and your local Mazda dealer. Feed across against Krilic. To the best footballer of our weekly telecast match. The player we select will be called the King G Footballer of the Week. He'll receive $400 and appear on Sports World the following week to receive his award. Cleo, Gitto, Aleph. That looked a bit shocky, that pass too. As Hastings lifted in the air with his little legs still going. McCabe. Easy meat for the defence there. 8 metres outside the Manly quarter. There's the error situation. Manly 7, East 3. A number of times each side's given the ball back to the opposition. Oh, top tackle, yes, it's been completed now. Jeff Gerard was the man. It's on Barkley, who's not real well after that. That's there's Big Cleo. Managed to pop a pass up and it's forward. Good decision by Hartley. See that again. Des O'Reilly ran onto it. The pass went about a foot forward, I believe. See if you think so. Now there was the tackle that knocked Barkley around. And this is the long curving run from Cleo. At this point, we're in close-up. And to my mind, it was about a foot forward. The referee thought the same way. That weekly award winner I was talking about will be judged by the CC panel. There's another penalty inside the 10. The overall winner will be named the Mazda Footballer of the Year and receive a magnificent Mazda RX-7 sports car as his prize valued at $16,350. The player responsible for the King G try of the match receives $150. All the weekly tries will be judged again by our CC panel, and the player responsible for that Mazda try of the year will receive a mighty Mazda 626 valued at $8,750. We've had 23 minutes, no score in the game. Krilic one-handed away to Randall. Inside East quarter for the first time for a long while. Thompson. Gerard. Thompson. Long floating pass out there to Tom Mooney, who took it well on his chest. That was about a 25-metre pass. Gibbs, Simon Booth. Great defence, as you'd expect from Aleph. There's another top tackle from Aleph. Pass back on the inside, goes to Boyd. Manly plugging away up the middle. That's kicked up for Gurr. Oh! Walker jumped, caught it, and dropped it. See it again. I thought he'd flown high like Ray Price. Certainly had it in his hands at one stage. He was onside. There he is coming through on the right. He had it in his hands and dropped it. There's the penalty going to Eastern Suburbs. And there's somebody being set off for 10 minutes, is it? Is that two hands, Barry?
Yes, it was two hands raised in. It's Max Pillage is the player that's coming off.
Masterman and Pillage are the two transgressors. Let me be clear, was that two hands?
I think it was. Both hands are in the air.
Ask the touch judge as he comes past you, Barry, to be sure. And we'll take a note of the 10 minutes.
Yes, the officials on the sideline think it's 10 minutes also, and I'm sitting right near the guys that keep time for the sin bin.
Okay.
10 minutes.
Pillage have left the arena. They're going back to the dressing room. Now the play down to 24 players. Up the sideline comes Fay. Randall makes him stumble, and finally he's brought to ground with a good tackle from Les Boyd. Good cover. Laurie held the pass up to Gurr. Gurr tackled. Now the game starting to swing into action. Walker was the fine defender on that occasion. Laurie. Oh, how did he take that? The pass was belted at him by Laurie. There's O'Reilly. McCabe. Gorton the tackler. Still no score in the game. 25 minutes gone. Hastings. Laurie. Flick on the inside to McCabe. He's busted one. There is the Giddo. Giddo unloads two. Hastings. Oh, lovely football by Eastern Suburbs. They've lost it. And what's gone on here? A penalty been awarded to Eastern Suburbs for something well before the last three passes. Let's see it again. Must have been something to do with interference, tackling a player without the ball. This is a head-on shot. Yes, well, that was a beautiful passage of play by East. And the referee has gone for the penalty on the basis of an East player being tackled without the ball. 29 from 44. Success rate 65.9. Directly in front, a metre short of the quarter. Breeze at his back. Almost impossible to conceive him missing this. He doesn't. It's a good kick, hooked slightly, but straight enough for long enough. And that's it. East 2, Manly 0. Well, Boyd's 1-1 for Manly. Thompson, Dorahy. It's not been very conspicuous. Mooney having a run from dummy half. But Dorahy has been tackling soundly. Gerard. Gibbs standing deep off Thompson. Thompson, switch. To Boyd. Gerard. There's Gibbs. Gibbs will go in. Oh yes, the little halfback scores try number 9 for the season. After a little bit of messy football. Yes, he's come up, I think, with 9 tries. Let's see it again. There was a Thompson switch of play. Went to Boyd. Boyd hopping on one leg. Got a one-handed pass away there. There's Thompson as he's falling, getting it back to Gibbs. Gibbs evaded the Gurr tackle. The defence surging to him, but he's just there and from head on. Good try. Thompson well and truly involved in that up to his boot tops. Now watch this. Boyd back to Thompson. And as he's falling, a beautiful pass away to Gibbs. Look at the defence converge. like a swarm of hungry sharks when he's there, and it's not a bad job of hurdling by Greg Hartley. Dorohey from directly in front. That's successful. Manly lead by 5 points to 2. The kick off by Gitto. Shuttle takes on the first bounce. Up to the quarter. Thompson. Liz Boyd having a strong game today again. Won my man of the match award yesterday. Terry Randall unloaded well to Vaughton. Good pass out to Mooney. Gibbs. Gerard. And an elbow being used by Harvey in the way that the referee indicated. See it again. Gibbs. Now watch Gerard. Well, that's what the referee picked up. Number 13, Harvey, he said, used his elbow. I couldn't see it all that well. Two and a half minutes gone. Manly 5. East 2. Walker. There's Boyd again, creating havoc on the blind side. Gets up, plays it forward as he's entitled to do. Got it away to Gibbs. Gibbs wrapped up hard by McCabe. Gerard. Walker drops it. Picked up by Barkley. Barkley almost into the clear. On the quarter line. Little wind shuttle. And it's over the sideline. It's a great kick. A gain of about 55 metres. It's from the quarter. The Roosters will have it again. There's a clean heel to Boyd. Gibbs. Got a pass away to Thompson. Wind shuttle had an unmarked Dorohey there and couldn't get a pass away. The players coming back on the field. Barry, tell us the moment they come on.
Yes, there's no sign of them yet in the
Yes, they are.
There they come now.
Coolidge on, Masterman on. Got to...
well, there's a bit of misunderstanding here because Coolidge went to the linesman and Masterman ran straight on, and the linesman called Masterman back off again. They must wait for a break in play.
That's right. And they should know that. The club should instruct them. Gibbs tackled on suspicion.
Masterman's still on the field and the linesman speaking to him again to come off.
Right, that's the 6. Now Masterman and Coolidge being set on. I don't know, they want Max Coolidge back there. The boys were doing a good job in the scrums. 5-3. 2-1, he's won them. There you are, Masterman gets the first one back. Get out. Gurr, good pass. Laurie leaves it behind. Simon Booth, the tackler. Hastings, there's O'Reilly. Masterman, Olaf, Gitto, Barkley, up to halfway, lobs a pass back inside to Noel Cleal, and it's forward. see that again. I think it's a good decision by referee Hartley. You're almost in line with it too, Barry.
Excellent decision, yes, it was no doubt about it.
Right, let's watch Niall Cleal. There's the Barkley break. The lob pass, yes, there's no doubt about that. No doubt about it. And they happen quickly, hard to see. But now, about 4 minutes to half-time, perhaps a little less. Litch, Gerard, Boyd. Gerard. Village. Thompson. Dorohey. Randall to Winchuttle. 20 metres out from East line. Gibbs, Thompson. Back on the inside to Walker. He's steaming ahead. That's the last tackle. What'll it be? The bomb? I think Gibbs is going to put it up. It's a bit of a serve after. They're coming through now. Girl leads, takes it, wrapped up in the end goal. Well taken, Girl. A top catch. An official time, 2.5 minutes to half-time. Manly 5. Eastern Suburbs 2. Cleal's kick. And Shuttle takes it well. He's brought it well back too, up to almost the quarter. There's the error situation. Manly 8, Eastern Suburbs 4. The number of times each side has given the ball back to the opposition. Midfield on the quarter. Thompson, long floater. Simon Booth. Village. Les Boyd. Seagulls flying everywhere. Gerard drops it. Knock on. There was a move on then, and I think he took his eyes from the ball. Scrum on the Eastern Suburbs quarter. Both sets of backs can reach out and shake hands with themselves. There's a differential penalty against Hastings, incorrect feed. Unofficial time, 1 minute and 5 seconds to half-time. Shuttle will kick for touch. Important few minutes for both sides, or an important minute for both sides. Now they've just got about enough time to use up 6. There's a move. Gordon through one tackle, still going. 8 metres away. Unofficially, about 50 seconds to go. Krilic. Thompson. 2 metres away. Krilic. Dorohey, the little grubber kick through us too far. Bay has it. He's caught and taken in the end goal. And it'll be a line drop to restart. Well, Marty Gurr's the expert at those little grubbers. Perhaps 13 seconds to go. 10, 9, unofficial time 8. Cleal's kick slews slightly off the side of his boot. Dorohey, Winchuttle. Winchuttle got up and got belted then. Krilic. There's the hooter goes. And that's the end of the section on the quarter line. Manly leading at the half-time break by 5-2. The scrums have gone Manly's way 5-4. The penalties have gone Manly's way 9-8. The try scorer for Manly has been Johnny Gibbs, and a goal to John Dorohey from one attempt. Ron Kitto, one penalty goal from one attempt. 5-2 at half-time. We'll be back with all the action of the second half in just a moment on 7's Big League. Away they go for the second half. Shadows lengthening on the ground now. And Shuttle kick back. Yeah, takes that without too much trouble. Murphy. Now they lead 5-2. One try only in the match so far. Fay. Set upon by 3 defenders. Hastings. Harvey. There's a top tackle from Walker. Absolutely drove Barkley sideways. Eastern Suburbs losing ground in possession at the moment. Is that breeze still about the same or dropped a bit?
Well, it's dropped a bit at the moment, Rick, but I'm sure it'll come back. And Manly were told by their coach, Ray Ritchie, to use the breeze. They're certainly going to use it and try and play the game down the other end of the field. And that sun, as you said, is quite low too. So East are going to have 2 problems this half.
Got a player down injured on the quarter. It's a Manly player.
That's Kulich, I believe.
And he's being swabbed to the face. Manly in possession. Thompson back to Boyd. Again, Manly pebble up the middle. Gerard. Vaughton. Who was very close to losing that. Gibbs, Randall, long floating pass out to Davis. Still got his pass back to Walker. Hastings the tackle. Last tackle. And what are Manly's tackle tactics with the breeze? It's beautifully taken by Booth. Scrum possession, the critical factor. Don't balk. Hastings being told. It's a differential penalty. Windshuttle will kick for touch. About 20 metres out now from the Manly line. Mooney. Kulich waving to his team to come on up. Gordon. 9 metres out. Kulich. Selection of players. Oh, back inside from Boyd. Boyd's going to go in close. Well, a head-on shot had showed just how close he was, but he's not lost the ball, and that's a bit of good luck for Manly. Gibbs. Got to pass away a bad one. Knocked backwards. Play on, says the referee. Oh, Booth had to pull that out from between his legs. And they've lost about 18 metres in that flurry of bad handling. Thompson, Randall, Dorahy, Mooney, little knock on. Quite right. Boyd must have gone very close to scoring. Scrum into Manly. Gibbs, Thompson. Mooney's left it behind, and up comes Laurie with it. That's bad. Understanding on the first tackle. You know, wingers aren't involved so much in the play that they can plead fatigue. There's O'Reilly. Good pass away. Hastings. Catherine Wheel. Play on, says the referee. Gitto's in possession. Gitto's going nicely. Vaughton. Round his boots. 5-2. Manly lead. At 9 minutes of the second half. Long floating pass out to Cleal. Now these pass over the sideline. Any of the test players asked by their coaches whether they wanted to call it a day?
No, there was nothing like that in either the dressing room.
Laurie, Thompson. That's a penalty. Bit silly by Thompson. He was held. He couldn't. There's no chance of him going, getting up and going on there. And Gurr to kick for touch. And the Eastern Suburbs streamers in the stand starting to flutter a little more agitatedly. Red, white and blue streamers and mass over there in coloured paper. Now Eastern Suburbs. There's O'Reilly, Hastings, Laurie, McCabe, Gurr, two defenders. Laurie, I think, got a sore head. Bit of a head collision. Masterman, Laurie, Aleph, Harvey. Pass on to Gitto, and a top tackle there from Booth. Puts him down. There's O'Reilly. Barkley going in. A great solo effort right beside the post. Let's take no credit away from him. It was a grand run. But through threadbare Manly defence. See it again. 1, 2, 3, 4. Well, the last one got him, but it had gone about 28 metres by that time. Lovely step. And a grand try right beside the post. So, that happened in the 12th minute of the second half. It's successful. So, Eastern Suburbs sneak away to a 7-5 lead over Manly. And just evidence of a little bit more confidence coming into this Eastern Suburbs side, Barry Ross.
Yes, there's no doubt about that. They're starting to spin the ball a bit wider, and there was that edge of the ruck that both coaches warned about, where Barkley sped through to score that try.
Gibbs. Another scrum win to Eastern Suburbs. Laurie. Back on the inside to Gurr. Evades Windshuttle's tackle. Gibbs has it. Scrums are 8-7 Manly's Eastern Suburbs favour. Cleal on the rampage to Barkley. Backing up beautifully. The penalties are 10-9 in Manly's favour. And East's putting it together. Fay! 10 metres now from Manly's line. Is this the East onslaught they've been expecting? Barkley! Oh, he's only about half a metre short. Playing a powerhouse of a game now. It's a try. Well, a head-on shot's the only way that we'll sort that out. Is it Aleph? Now there was the Terry Fay, the run by Barkley to get to within about a metre of the line. Well, it stacks on the mill there, but the referee has seen what we can't see. Even the cameras can't get underneath rucks. And the try has been given to Terry Fay. Well, 2 tries in the space of 3 minutes.
It's Paul Vorton as the Manly player being treated.
Gitto. Third kick. Straight as a gun barrel. 3 out of 3. And Eastern Suburbs surge away to a 12-5 lead. And if you work on the premise, the first team scoring after half-time will win. There's your winners. Now Broadhurst on.
Wearing number 21.
For Vorton, is it?
Well, there's no Les Boyd as the player coming off.
Les Boyd. He's had a top game too. Broadhurst was one of the outstanding players on the field in the reserve grade match, won by Manly by 18 points to 15. Under 23s to Manly 19 to 8. Barkley. Must have been a little knock on there.
Referee Hartley ruled that Giddo lost the ball as he tried to regain his feet.
It's another scrum win, but it's a penalty to Manly. Feet across. And a punch thrown there. But not acted upon by the referee.
Max Krilich and Jeff Masterman having a disagreement once more.
For the umpteenth time. There's a great kick, 2 metres out from East line. Now Krilich. Oh, good defence. And Masterman's got him. And Krilich, I think, threw a little punch then. Randall. A couple of metres away. Thompson. Broadhurst. Good defence, 10 metres out. Krilich runs from dummy half. 5 metres out. Broadhurst again. Thompson back on the inside to Gerard. Last tackle. Little grubber kick through. Then kicked into the end goal. And carried over the touch and goal line. It'll be a line drop out to restart. I think some of the East players were considering that should have been a quarter line dropout.
Or a tap at the quarter. They thought it may have come off the Manly player last.
Yes, I think Gurr took it over the touching goal line there. Good shuttle. There's the error situation. Manly 12, East 7. Mooney. All the Manly players on one side of the ruck. Gibbs. Randall. "20 minutes gone in the second half. Gerard. Gerard! Beautiful pass away to Broadhurst. He's there every time to back up this Broadhurst, a top performer in reserve grade today. Thompson. Dorohey. Simon Booth steps inside. Still 20 metres out. Last tackle. Gibbs. The kick. Girl fly. And he flies and he's collected mid-air. That was top stuff from Walker. Came sailing through. And very positive play by Gurr. And he gets a pat on the shoulder from his skipper. Well done. 12 points to 5. Eastern Suburbs. Again, wind shuttle. Identical to the last occasion. Gets back exactly to the same place, and the same thing happens to him exactly again. Oh, well, there could have been a penalty for holding down there. Krilich, Broadhurst. Oh, the intercept's been given. It's been taken by Murphy. There's cover coming across. Dorohey's got to him. Good tackle from Dorohey. Finally puts him down about 5 metres out from the quarter. Badly played. Manly have got the ball. Mooney has it. Well, Mooney was the man that got to that loose ball. Vorton. And Broadhurst got a bit ambitious with that last pass. And a penalty against Eastern Suburbs, all inside the 5. And that penalty situation is 10 to 9. And, I'm sorry, 12 to 9 in favour of Manly. The scrums are 8 to 7 in favour of Eastern Suburbs. And over the sideline, but it's a scrum. A bad kick.
Get the hands out, I can see the hands. Good, I can see.
Another scrum went to Krilich. Thompson had a move on, and Laurie's intervention nullified it. Shuttle. Mooney. Broadhurst. 9 metres out from the line. Gibbs. Wind shuttle. They're hammering away. Kulich cuts out Gerard, gets it to Vaughton. Vaughton through one tackle, straight at half. Oh, he's only about a half a metre away. Kulich tackled, and it's a penalty. So, with about 13.5 minutes to go, a penalty directly in front. Trainers rushing on frantically, dispensing information. (12-7). Eastern Suburbs lead. We think about 12.5 minutes to go. Shuttle from the kickoff. Outside the quarter. Gurr shielding his eyes from the sun at fullback. Mooney. Gets up and plays it forward as he's entitled to do. Made the half break, got it to Kulich. Kulich to halfway. Gerard. Oh, a top tackle there from Arleth. Stopped Walker dead in his tracks. Thompson. Good pass from Broadhurst. Gibbs puts it down. Eastern Suburbs come up with possession through Hastings. That was a very costly drop, that one. That might well be the ball game. Laurie. Harvey. Finally bulldozed to the ground. Barkley. A little bit of shepherding. The referee has judged Manly players to be offside. And penalty to East. Unofficial time, 10 minutes to go. Girl left foots it for touch, not a great kick. A gain of about 9 metres. As O'Reilly very slowly to his feet. Hastings. Beautiful break by Barkley. Been through 2 or 3 tackles. The pass. 6 to go, says referee Hartley, and ball ricocheted off a Manly player. Great opportunity for Eastern Suburbs. McCabe, 10 metres out from Manly's line. Fay. Enormously strong. This is another set-up opportunity for Eastern Suburbs. Hastings. Laurie. Harvey came close there. I think when a long pass was called for to spread it. Harvey. Olaf. And this could well be a Hastings bomb. There it is. It's a drop. Broadhurst. Knock on. Play on, says the referee. That ball came off Broadhurst and went to an Eastern Suburbs player. Golden opportunity now. Oh, they're shepherding, surely. Laurie ran behind one of his own players, no doubt about it. And that was a desperate moment for Manly. But a little doubt about the shepherding. See it. Now watch Laurie, number 6. He goes right behind Barkley, impedes the defender. Oh, that's an atrocious kick. That is atrocious by Windshuttle. I've seen players drop for first grade for one error like that. Anyway, back to the action. Eastern Suburbs in possession. Laurie. Cleal leaves it behind. Manly will have it if Thompson wants it. Broadhurst wanted it. Walker, he's there too quickly. Gibbs. Now Windshuttle trying to redeem himself for that frightful error. Randall, the dummy. Barkley, the tackler. Glitch. Thompson. Gerard on the steam. He's had a powerhouse game again today. 12-7. East lead. 6.5 minutes unofficial time to go. Gibbs. There's Walker. Gibbs. Thompson cuts out a man straight to Mooney. Mooney gets a high centre kick. He's gone through. Still got it. No, it's come down to Hastings. There's O'Reilly.
Dave Brown doing some warm-ups on the sideline for Eastern Suburbs.
Noel Cleal. That's a top tackle there from Walker right around his boots. Hastings. Barkley again with one of these long runs and lows well to Hastings. Back to Harvey, then to Laurie. Harvey, Laurie, the kick, the ricochet. Who's got it? Hastings. Hastings goes right through the Manly side to the quarter, and that's the 6. Coming into the last 5 minutes of unofficial in our unofficial timing. Hastings, and Gibbs goes over and takes the ball away from him. East trainer very slow to get on and treat him. Manly scrum win. Gibbs. Oh, the pass has been intercepted. Again, Manly failing on the first tackle. Ray Ritchie, their coach, will be pulling his remaining hair out by the roots. McCabe. Murphy. Hastings. Gurr.
And Dave Brown on the sideline with a touch, Judge.
That might be Des O'Reilly. He's looking a bit the worse for wear. Barkley right through. He'll score again. Has to. What a top match this young man's had. He has blitzed Manly on his own. It's been a great performance by him. There's the scoreline, 15-7. I'm not suggesting it's a one-man band this East side, but you'd think so today. Barkley has done it all. Look at this acceleration. Through a gap there that yawned like the Sydney Heads, and he clears away to run round the fullback. The dive would get him into the Olympic team too. Beautiful acceleration. Lovely change of direction. There's a scoreline that's becoming embarrassing. East 17, Manly 7, and that does reflect the play, in my view. East playing it as they please at the moment, out to Fay. Long, dangerous pass from Warringah across the face of his goal. And a very good second half performance, repeating that Eastern Suburbs have done it well from 5-2 down at half time to 17-7. Aleph. The inside. There's the full-time hooter. A worthy result from a team that was much too good on the day. And there's the scoreline. East 17, Manly 7.